Yeah. So, okay. I want to thank Steve for coming all the way out here.
Thank you for having me.
Give a shout out to your pages again.
All right, so I have 2 channels. One's called Nature's Reality 360. No spaces, all one word. Nature's Reality 360. That's where I have content with animals, beaches, nature parks. I do some environmental news on there, some beach cleanup stuff. So it's more just for entertainment and then maybe some, like I said, environmental news sometimes.
And the other one's political?
The other one's political, and that's America's Reality 360. No spaces, all one word. If you want politics and news, check out America's Reality 360. If you need a break from politics and news, check out Nature's Reality 360. If you could like, share, and subscribe to those, I would greatly appreciate it. I'll be posting more coming up.
Awesome. All right. So I need to come up with a name because Paint the Trump probably ain't cutting it. You know?
Yeah. Got to evolve now.
Yeah. Today we're just going to call this the Jeff Show.
The Jeff Show. I like it.
Yeah.
That works.
And the episode is... This ain't racist.
Yeah, it's not.
We ain't racist.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about black crime. We have been conditioned to somehow subliminally think that we can't talk about black people doing anything, especially crime and murder and all that stuff. So if you do, you're racist. Because you're white. You can't dare talk. You know what I mean? But they can talk about us all day long.
Of course. So I put out a video on my America's Reality 360 channel, and I said, because my mother is Puerto Rican and Hawaiian, my father's German and Irish. So long story short, I came on and said, well, I'm a person of color. I can never be racist. Then I came on with a different shirt, different hat, and I said, well, I'm a white guy, so I'm always racist. Then I came on with another shirt, and I said, well, wait, I'm a person of color, and I'm a white guy. So am I always racist, or am I never racist? Like, what does a guy like me do? You know, it's like, that just shows, the point of that video was to show how asinine their ideology really is, right? Because then which one is it? Am I always racist? Am I not allowed to be racist? It just shows how stupid.
Everything about the left is, it's all hypocrisy.
It's all hypocrisy. It's all going for your emotions. Very emotional. And I think that's why they want these people unstable in their minds.
Somehow they're always the victim. They're the victim.
Always the victim.
They're the victim as they victimize you.
As they victimize and oppress everyone else. They are the victims and the oppressed. And that's something. And then they'll point back to something that happened to somebody who may or may not been related to them 500 years ago or whatever. And it's
so do you know the girl's name, that blonde Ukrainian girl?
You know,
it's such a hard name.
Put me on the spot with that one because
it's hard to even say it, but
there's a Z in it. Yeah, you know, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. You know, our condolences obviously go out to her family and loved ones.
I think I've ever seen in a long time.
The horror look with that picture.
That was as horrible, if not more horrible, than watching Charlie Kirk get shot in the neck. Man,
I didn't watch the actual thing with that one.
With her?
Yeah.
I didn't either.
All the videos I saw were...
No. I mean, what they did was they stopped it right before he did it.
Right. Okay.
And then I think
it's
at one point on X, they were showing it, but I just didn't want to watch it, bro.
Yeah.
And then her looking up, going like this.
I know.
And then putting her head down like this.
After it already happened.
Maybe I don't know that girl, and that made me want to almost cry, dude.
Yeah.
So vicious.
And there was people making fun of that.
Do you know they don't have him in a jail? He's in a psych ward type thing.
Yeah. They gotta wait and see.
I want that guy to suffer and die.
Yeah, I see people saying, "Give him to us,
please.
Give him to us,
please."
Same thing with this other guy.
Give me like 1 minute, man. I would do it. I'm not a
violent person.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Okay. Give me permission. I would do that guy in.
Right.
And I wouldn't even think twice about it. That's just me, though.
I know in that moment, I'm the type of person, because I thought it through. You know, I really thought it through. What would happen if I was? What do I do if that happens in front of me? And I know, unfortunately, I'm going to be the guy that jumps in and ends up beating the crap out of this dude or stabbing him myself, you know?
Well, he ain't worth going to prison for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
But if I had the I'd pull the trigger on that guy.
See, my problem is,
no problem.
In that moment, I just know myself. I would jump in there and I would have to save that girl. you know?
Yeah, but it happened so fast, nobody could have saved her.
It did, and I'm not saying anyone could have, but you saw the reactions from the 7 people standing around her.
People
They
say,
didn't even flinch.
People say you need to carry a gun. Dude, that wouldn't he helped you?
Nah.
You could have maybe shot him, but you're still going to die.
The only thing that would help you is to stay away from people like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying about, like, I'm done parsing through which ones might kill me or not. And I don't just mean black people. I mean, like, leftist people, because look what happened to Charlie now. Okay. So it's like, you know, I'm done with the clarifiers, because we're always put on the ropes where when we talk about black crime, we always have to say, well, it's not all of them. It's not all of them. You know, and it's with all these groups. You got to say, oh, I'm not talking about all of them. Dude, obviously we're not talking about all of them. Yeah. Why do we have to keep saying that? We're talking about the ones that are doing all this stuff.
Right.
You know, it's common sense. But when it comes
to all this violent crime, it seems like it's always them.
Right. That's what I mean.
No, it ain't all of them, but it's always them.
Not all of them, but
there's no shortage of stories and
videos.
Articles.
Yep.
Did you see the black lady that this 2-year-old boy went to daycare for the first time? She beat him senseless, blackened both his eyes, broke a bone in his face.
I've seen videos like that.
No,
I don't know if it was
show
the same
video.
one.
They just showed the kid's face.
Yeah.
This happened like a month ago or something.
I may have, but I know for
that
a fact
woman
I've
needs to
seen
be
people
put
do
down.
videos on stuff like that.
That woman needs to be put down. Don't,
yeah. Or your grandparents.
You know she did it. Stop saying allegedly and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And give her trial and then get rid of her.
I know.
It shouldn't take 30 years. When somebody's on death row, why does it take 30 years? Because they have rights.
I know. It's so ridiculous.
No. They should lose all of that shit.
Yeah. Now,
when you stab an innocent 18-year-old, 19-year-old girl in the neck and kill her,
yeah, when we all
should
saw
lose all your rights, and you should get put down. If it's on video and there's no dispute, there goes my camera. Or maybe not. Did you hear it beep?
I heard it beep.
Well, sometimes I gotta get a new camera, guys. Sometimes when my camera beeps like that, it shuts off.
Yeah.
Anyways,
do you think it overheated?
This is my little cheap podcast studio, and I don't have the best.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
it's nice. You got a nice thing going.
I find myself being so mad. I get so mad at black people, but let me tell you this, okay? It's black people doing it. It's a certain percentage of them that are doing it, but again, like you say, it ain't all black people. Let me tell you something, dude. I leave my house every day and I go do shit. I see black people all the time.
Right.
I ain't never seen a black person kill somebody. I ain't never seen a black person steal something from the store.
Right.
Everything that I see on social media that pisses me off about black people, I gotta admit, I ain't never seen them do it.
In real life, right?
I have to think back to about a year ago. I was driving through the parking lot and there was a black guy getting arrested because he stole something at the at some store.
Right.
So I mean that's the only thing I can even think of in my head.
Yeah.
So I mean I can't be. The stuff is happening that's pissing me off that I see on social media. Obviously, there's footage of it.
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
So,
but I know what you mean.
But I can't be all around the world all at once seeing everything.
Right.
But that's what social media is doing for me.
Yeah.
But so it's not. I can be mad at black people for the shit that I see them doing on social media because it's ghetto-y or it's whatever. You know, it's some of them doing. There's no shortage of stories where a grown-ass black man punches a white girl in the face.
I know it.
Just walking down the street.
Asian
sucker
ladies
punches
too.
her. Or Asian lady.
Old Asian
There's
ladies.
something about a black man, and not all black men, but a certain percentage of black men that want to punch white women or Asian women as hard as they can in the face.
Yeah.
So
and they burn
what
a
I'm
lot
saying
of
is
those
social media wants you to get mad and to hate and to comment and to spend more time on there hating.
Yeah.
And because I guess hate is something that sucks you in and makes you stay on there longer, makes you want to share it, makes you want to say some shit about it, and then you say some shit about it on your page, you share it, a bunch of other people jump in.
But see, that's why I think there's another motive too. I know you said profit, and I believe that, but there's other ways to get profit. Why do they want us to hate each other so much? I don't think that's just about profit.
When you're talking about social media, it's all about how can they hook you?
I know.
How can they and it works off emotion. Yeah. If you're not feeling really happy or really angry and you're just really not having much of an emotion, you're not going to spend any time on there.
Some of us think they're turning us against each other because they want us to take each other out because they don't have a plan for us in their future. because they're telling us that 40% of the jobs are getting taken by the robots in the next 10 years. The robots and the AI are taking basically half of the jobs. So half of the people will be unemployed in the next 10 years.
So you think there's a grand plan to kill off like 3/4 of the population?
I feel like this is what Dave, you want to know my honest opinion. I feel like these people plan 50 to 100 years ahead of time. They don't live day to day like they've designed this system for us to have to do. I think they planned your tomorrow 30 years ago. You may think you know what's going on, but they have planned far ahead of time. Long story short is, in my opinion, they don't see a need for us in the future. Definitely not your kids. Your kids are a roadblock to their future. They want the AI and robots doing half the jobs, and the other half of jobs can be done by third worlders who've never heard of freedom, who don't know what a constitution is, and who won't be yearning for their rights. That's what I think. Now, what do they do with the rest of us? I don't know. I'm not even saying this is going to happen, but I will say there's a lot of people who do think that. And there's a lot of evidence to point to someone to think that is a possibility. Now, I don't know what their plans are for the rest of us, but, is it the Matrix? Are we going to be a bunch of batteries for them? Do they throw us in a furnace? I have no idea. Is that just a far-fetched thing that isn't going to happen? I don't know, but they're planning on living for 150 years now. Palantir and these Peter Thiels, and they say they figured out how to extend their lives now. They want to rule over us forever.
Putin and Xi Jinping
Xi saying
about
that on hot mic. We can live to 150 now.
What did they say? We're going to live to 150 now?
Yes.
They said that?
Yes.
Putin did?
That's what the reports are saying. Yeah. And, I mean, you got to look into this Palantir and this Peter Thiel guy, and they want to merge themselves with the AI. Like, if you think all of us want to get back to the 90s, you want your kids to grow up like basically in the 90s. Those
days are gone, bud.
These people that are in control of what's actually going to happen in the future have no plans for that whatsoever. They're talking about merging with AI. So, I know that's another topic, but I'm telling you, these people have a totally different future that none of us have even thought about yet, planned for us.
So that has to do with somehow they're dropping stuff from the sky on us and doing stuff to our food,
poison in the food, calling drugs medicine that are just drugs that are bad for you, allegedly, of course. The schmack.
What do you call the damn lines in the sky?
The chemtrails and the cloud seeding and the weather manipulation that we were talking about for the last 20 years. Everyone said we were crazy. Well, Ron DeSantis just outlawed it, right? In Florida, he passed a bill saying they can't do cloud seeding and weather manipulation. Why do you have to make a law banning that stuff if it's not even happening?
So there's some people that think that they can cloud seed and make a hurricane, and then they can steer the hurricane wherever they want.
I believe it. They've released documents from Vietnam.
You fuckers are nuts.
Yeah,
I believe that shit.
They were causing monsoons in the Vietnam War, and they released those documents. Dude, no, those are released government documents that say it. I promise you. I'll show you. I'll show you some other time. I forget the exact, the plan or whatever it was called, like corkscrew or whatever. But yeah, there's one where they were manipulating weather and causing monsoons in Vietnam. So they've been manipulating the weather since the 70s. They have already perfected it way back then. I mean, the first computer was made in like 1948. Or no, I'm sorry. They used it. The first computer was used in World War II. To crack ciphers and codes and stuff. Yeah, and it took up an entire room. But I mean, we've been using computers since the 40s. These people are way advanced.
I thought we were talking about black crime.
Sorry.
This reminds me of when
if you admire Trump, I do the weave. Is that what you're gonna say? Because I'm a weaver.
I did another podcast a long time ago, and I had Samir on there and Regina and Kirk.
Right.
And I would tell them. I would have like a little marker board where I could write stuff in real big so everybody could see it.
All right.
And then with a little circle like this, we're going to talk about this first. And I told them, like, we are going to talk about this. Guys, listen, this 10 minutes. Let's keep the conversation going for 10 minutes on each one of these topics. And I have like 8 topics, right?
Right.
And then so we would start recording and like 30 seconds in, right out the tracks into something totally different. And we just get like... I really have to admire, like, whenever I watch a podcast, like PBD or whatever, and that you get like 4 dudes and they're right on topic and they take turns talking and they stay on topic. I'm like, man, that seems easy, but that's hard to do.
It is. It is, especially for people like us.
It's hard to do.
We have a certain type of brain, like Trump.
Yeah.
He does the weave. He calls it. You know.
So we talked about Charlie Kirk last time, and we did all right staying on topic there.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were trying to talk about black
crime.
And so, do you find yourself being really mad at black people? And I tell you what it was, bro. After George Floyd, it got much worse.
Yes.
I think it all started with Obama, all this division shit.
I agree.
Before Obama, you had Bush, and I don't remember any racist anything happening.
No,
people bitching
not
about
at
racism. I don't remember any of that stuff because it wasn't happening.
It wasn't a part of my childhood at all.
No, and before him, would you have Clinton? Nothing.
Right.
Obama got in there, man, and he racialized everything.
Everything.
After George Floyd was a career
Changed
criminal trying to pass a fraudulent money. He was getting arrested. He was resisting. When he saw the cops coming, dude, he ate all of his drugs because he didn't want to get caught with it. And how do we know? Yeah. Well, look at the coroner's report.
Right.
And a couple months before that, when he got arrested, he ate his drugs.
Yeah, he did the same thing.
Yeah.
And he was saying he couldn't breathe in the cop car before. He asked to be put on the ground.
Yeah.
But
what I'm saying is, the cop Chauvin didn't kill that dude. He ate his own drugs.
Right.
And they made a big stink about it. And it's all about BLM takes off and everything just got so racialized.
Even if the worst case scenario, he did it and he meant to do it. This is a guy that put a firearm up to a pregnant girl's stomach one time in the past while his homies robbed her apartment.
No, all the examples.
This is who they idolize.
Yeah, all the examples that BLM held up for all of us to say that the cops killed an innocent black guy or whatever, that they've never been truthful and they've all been proven wrong.
Yeah. I think it's an average of 8 black men unarmed are killed by police every year. Mm-hmm. And even when you look into those, they kind of provoked it.
Yes.
It's like 2 innocent unarmed black men a year get murdered by a cop.
Yeah, but way more white people.
Yes.
So shut your damn mouths.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A new study came out.
If you just complied, nothing's going to happen to you. You ever been pulled over by the cops?
Yes, and I don't act.
You go, hey, motherfucker, what'd you do?
No, I put my hands on 10 and 2.
I'm so sick of seeing videos like that, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of seeing cops just sit there and take it. I hate that shit, dude.
I have my views on certain things like that. But I 100% know how to act right when I'm pulled over.
Right.
And I know as long as you do that, you have a good chance of just getting sent on your way.
Why start shit?
Right.
You can't win.
No, you'll never win that.
No, so
they're the government. The police are the government.
Yes.
Okay, try going to war with come on. Yeah. You're not going to win that, whether it's a verbal one or not. You can't beat
I told you
them.
in the last video, the FBI was fucking with me over January 6th, and I wasn't even there.
Right.
I'm nice as can be.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing.
I agree.
But what would happen if what the fuck?
Yes.
I'd probably be they'd frame me up and throw me away, dude. I don't trust them, so
man.
Yeah,
dangerous.
It'd be nice.
Just act right. Just act right.
Just comply.
Yeah,
it'll be over with.
They've been given a license to act crazy.
Yeah, And if you did something wrong that you're gonna go to jail for, suck it up.
Yeah.
It ain't worth dying over.
Well,
resist and maybe you're gonna get shot.
Right. For sure.
You know how many videos I see? I watch some cop videos all the time.
Me too.
Where people pull the guns out and try to kill the cops.
Crazy.
It happens like
so stupid.
There's an endless supply of them on YouTube.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
And they get iced.
Yeah, of course.
Every time.
And they should.
Or I've seen there's so many of them where they come at you with a knife.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't win that one. Don't try it.
You can't.
I mean, unless they're trying to do suicide by cop, maybe. I don't know.
And you got to understand, these criminals, they do know the laws that they break. They're very well versed in court. Judges, they know how it all works. So they know they know when a law is changed and now we can steal this much and get away with it. They know those lines that they can cross and can't. And I think what it's showing us is that they clearly see that they barely have any kind of line that they can't cross. They've been given license to basically do whatever they want because they know they have this cashless bail now.
Yeah.
They can just say, the person was racist and maybe get a bunch of money off of GoFundMe.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Carmelo Anthony kid.
Yeah. And how come, Carmelo Anthony stabbed that boy.
Austin Metcalf.
Seemingly pretty much. They've never released the footage.
Right.
They have it.
Yeah, what happened
They won't
with
let
that?
us see it.
Right.
Because it obviously shows Austin
Probably
Metcalf
unprovoked.
unprovoked him,
Yeah.
just stabbed him in the chest, killed him.
Hey, bud, you ain't supposed to be here.
That bastard still ain't in jail.
Yeah.
I know there's a trial coming up.
His
but
family
if
got
you
like $1
murder
million.
somebody, you should stay in jail until you trial.
Yeah.
And they raised what, almost $1 million?
$1 million. Yeah.
The mom spent it all already.
Yeah, they are
Disgusting. Come on, man. You pigs.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right? That's another thing. I mean,
Where'd that happen? Do you remember?
exactly where? Ooh, I don't.
Hopefully they have a death penalty.
Hopefully.
I mean, technically the government could take it over and it could be a federal thing. And
Right.
Then he could get the death penalty.
Yeah.
I don't care. Was he underage? Was he 17 or whatever? Don't care.
I don't
man.
know, dude.
Don't
He
give
was
me
a-
that. Don't
yeah.
give me that. If you're an underage and you
Yeah, we gotta
commit
stop that.
a violent crime,
Yeah.
charge him as
We
an
got to
adult.
stop that.
We
We
don't
got these
care.
8-year-olds are like
We don't
gangbangers
care how old
now.
you are.
And I'm not saying, with 8-year-olds, but like, yeah, 16, 17, if you're choosing to murder people
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, we need to stop treating these kids with kid gloves because they're acting like adults.
You can't kill somebody and get away with it.
No.
You can't kill somebody and be treated lightly.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sick of that shit.
You see the videos coming out now with like the little ones are like gangbanging
Yeah,
symbols and
sure.
all this stuff and twerking like a little like 4-year-old. I mean, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Kirk was a big component of saying they need their fathers in the home.
Yeah.
And I used to say that too. I used to think that.
Yeah, but it depends on who they are.
But now it's like, really? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing a bunch of videos where they do have their fathers and they're all gangbanging together
Yeah.
and doing all that and blunts. And it's like, I don't know if the fathers being around is really helpful for these kids.
Well, so the crime is black. When they say black people commit 54% of all murders,
Right.
and they're only 13% of the population.
It's actually 6%.
Thank you. It's 6 or 7% because
it's
it's
the
the men
males.
that are doing it.
Yeah.
So
But
don't.
also a new study came out that showed black women murder more people than white men in America.
Really?
Yes, look it up.
Okay. Well, maybe that's
I heard
why
a
they say
reputable source repeat that now, so I believe it. I'll say allegedly and fact check that one, but I'm telling you, I heard it from a reputable source, and I've heard him say it more than once now. So I'm
I
pretty
forget
sure
what
it's
the
true.
stat is too. It's some crazy amount, like I want to say 1 out of 5 black people wind up in prison, or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, I
Men?
believe that.
Or
Right?
something like that.
Yeah.
There's some weird statistic that seems super high.
Yeah, it's crazy. And if
But why is that? Why is that, man?
why is that?
You want to be careful, huh?
Yeah.
You want to be
You
careful.
gotta be careful how you answer that one
It's
in
some
America.
ghetto-y culture shit, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
culture is a big one.
It's the rap music. It's the no dad.
Who they
You go back
admire.
before the civil rights. It wasn't really
That's
like
the
that.
thing,
dude.
man.
They
That's
put them on
where-
welfare. They kept
Yeah.
them separated, and the moms had to raise those boys,
Right.
and they just couldn't do it, dude.
Yeah. See,
and they did it half-ass, and they raised some ghetto kids.
You have to
That's what
keep
happened.
that in mind. That there was a time where they were outpacing the white people in like economic prosperity, I believe.
Well, we just said the reason, and that's probably spot on.
Yes,
but we
that
can't talk about it. We
that
can't have
is.
a national conversation about it because we're racist.
Yeah, that these
So we can't fix it because we can't talk about it.
right, true.
We can, but as
But
a
I know
whole-
what you mean. I know what you mean. But I think those barriers are starting to break for people. People are starting to see it.
because they're getting sick of it.
Yeah, and getting sick of
It's
it.
called black fatigue.
It's called black fatigue, and you got your kids going to school, and now you're seeing the one where it was at the bus stop, and there was like 50 of them fighting, and now it's like, well,
And we're getting tired of watching black people gang up and beat the shit out of white people.
What
like in
about-
Cincinnati?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. And what
what
about
did the
as
black
soon as
lawmakers do? They came out and they blamed the white people.
know. They always
blamed the
do.
white people.
But what's the
Doesn't make
new
any
thing
sense.
where they try to jump on your skull now as soon as you go down?
That's
Like you
murder.
don't
That's
see
attempted
another group
murder.
of people doing that.
That's
you know?
attempted murder.
And that's where I go with it. I go, well, yeah, it's not all of them. I agree. I have black people in my family, okay? I'm not a racist. But I don't see other groups of people doing this stuff. I don't see other groups of people jumping on skulls all the time. I see so many videos of this.
Very barbaric, man.
Yeah, it's like that's another level. If me and you got in a fight, I believe that if I went down, you'd take a step back. Get up. You getting up, you down.
Well, at some point, you win the fight. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? I beat you to a pulp or whatever. I could see that you're done, and I quit.
The
Now,
last
these guys,
fight I
they
was
jump
in-
on, they try to kill you.
The last fight I was in was 3 years ago. I won't go into it. It was a guy much bigger than me, but he was drunk, and I got the upper hand on him. And I had him bent over, and I was hitting him in the head. And then I said, "Are you done? Are you done?" And he said, "I'm done." And I walked away. That's when I had him. I could have just done whatever I wanted at that point.
But when they get in this big group formation, they don't
It's
quit.
like, I'm not trying to.
and they try to stomp on your head and crack your head open and
jump on the skull.
What do they want to do? See
What is
brains
that?
all over the place?
Yeah, that's like another level, and it's all the time now.
That's trying
it's
to
almost
kill
like
you.
a memo went
Yeah,
out.
man.
It's like you see it in all these videos now, and I'm like, why are they all doing this all of a sudden? Yeah. They weren't even doing that before. This is like in the last 5 years I've noticed this, where it's like as soon as the person goes down, you jump on their head. That's crazy, man. That's just it's barbaric, like you said. And
Well, so is all that gangbanging shit, just shooting each other left and right.
there's gang culture, right? The people they look up to. I mean,
Black people have been 13% of the population for the past 50 years.
right.
Because of abortion and them killing each other.
I know.
You know, I think it's I don't know, between like 14 and 21 or something like
Right.
that. Like that's the most dangerous age for a black person.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
there's a statistic saying that high likelihood that you can gonna get shot
by another
black
one, a black person. I know, and it's like, you know what? You really can't even just blame them. I'm not saying don't hold people accountable, but like you said, there was a change, there was a shift, and it was caused by the government. You know, Lyndon B. Johnson literally said, "I'll
we
have
kept them
these
poor."
Edwards voting Democrat for the next 100 years." Right? They drove them into this welfare state, this welfare system. They made laws to where the woman got more
but white
money
people.
if she got
There's
the
more
husband
white
out of the
people
house.
on welfare than there are black people.
Well, there's more white people.
There's 70.
There's a lot more white people.
White people are 70% of the population.
Right.
Black people are 13% of the population.
Yeah.
So there's going to be way more white people. So how come white people ain't gang banging, killing each other? How come white people ain't out there killing each other left and right like black people are doing?
I know.
There's something
There is something, man. There's something.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is yet, right? I don't know, man.
Hey, I hate to say it, but anytime you have a is it gonna shut off? Why is it doing that, dude?
I don't know.
Whenever there's a mass shooting is whenever there's 3 or more people shot. So most mass shootings are gangbangers.
Yeah.
So if you catch the gangbanger, don't let him out of jail. How about that ever?
Yeah.
But I'm saying give them an IQ test. Give all of them IQ tests. I bet you they're really low.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with it.
There's studies showing
if
that.
you talk about black people and you talk about IQ tests, dude, you have touched the nerve.
Touchy subject.
They
Yeah.
go crazy. Oh, we're not as smart as you guys. I bet you there's a correlation there.
Oh, no, there is.
Between the gangbangers.
Yeah,
shooting
I've seen
people.
studies
Yeah,
that show
all
IQ,
black people ain't doing it.
according to ethnicity. Yeah, it's just a real statistic. You can feel free to go look that one up, but it's out there. IQs based on ethnicity.
Yeah, and let me just bring this up. Like we're just finding this out. So the judge in North Carolina that kept letting that black guy out, and he finally stabbed that
14
Ukrainian
times.
girl. Arrested 14 times or whatever. Last time or whatever,
At least
she let him
14
out.
times, I heard. Yeah.
Come to find out, dude, she ain't even a lawyer. She ain't even.
Oh.
She never had to pass the bar exam.
Right, I saw this.
She just got appointed as a lawyer,
Right.
as a judge.
DEI
DEI
hire
judge.
or
So let me
whatever.
ask you
Yeah.
this: how come she didn't have to pass the bar? Because she couldn't.
Well, yeah.
She's not smart enough.
Right.
So because she's not smart enough, you're going to make her a judge, and then you wonder why she let a criminal out and she don't know what the hell she's doing?
And do you know what my theory is on why they're doing stuff like that? And I know this stuff sounds bad, but it's like, you know, they've been everyone knows the commercials have changed, and now they're all over the commercials, like every single commercial. And during COVID, they gave them a bunch of PPP loans, they were calling them, where like you could just make up a company and get like a $20,000 check. My theory is they want to kind of boost the black community, so they're driving around in nicer cars, they have better jobs, so that everyone else says, oh, see, there is no difference. They are just like us. They're doctors. They have nice cars. So, they're judges, you know? So why would they put that person
with
in that
DEI,
position?
they're actually creating more black doctors because they drop the scores way
That's
down
what I mean.
so that they can get in there and do it.
Right, and I think they do it because
And they do
want
it for lawyers, and they do it for everybody. Dude.
they want to take away.
But
any
it's been made
disparity.
illegal now
and
by
they
Trump.
want to show that like no, these people don't ever think about IQ because look, they're doctors and
But
judges.
they're not there.
But they
because of their merits.
They weren't.
They're
really
not there because
qualified
they're
for it.
smart.
Right. But they're trying to change the perspective of everyone else.
They're dumb and they're still.
They want you to go, oh, look, they drive a nice, expensive car. They must be doing good. They made the right choices in life. Maybe not. Maybe some Democrat
It's not going to work, and it's
just
not
put
going to
them
help.
there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I know it's a tough subject, man. You know, I'm not racist. I have black friends. I know you're not supposed to say that now either, right? It's like they just totally make it to where you just have to be a racist or a white supremacist, right? You're not allowed to say I have black friends. Why?
Well, if there were some black people doing a podcast and they were just talking shit.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know, are we talking shit or are we?
We're talking facts, brother.
Yeah.
We're talking facts. But I know what you're saying.
I mean,
like,
there's no shortage of black podcasts that are talking shit about white people.
oh, yeah.
And then if you say you're racist, no, black people can't be racist. That's what they say.
Yeah.
And they believe it.
That's what I mean. They have totally armed themselves with everything possible and disarmed us with everything possible.
Yeah, we got to end that.
Yes.
That's got to stop.
Things have to
We got to
change.
have an honest. I mean, if you could say something, we could say it too.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because you know what? I can say Puerto Rican power for my quarter Puerto Rican people.
Dude, I got so
I'm
many
a-
nationalities.
I'm a
I mean,
quarter Puerto Rican.
I don't have any
Puerto Rican power. You know what I can't say? Half of me is a different. And if I were to say that, W power, that's a huge problem.
Dude, have you ever heard of? I just heard of this term just the other day. I had no idea what it meant. Groiper.
Oh, okay. I can explain that to you.
So how long have you heard that term for?
Years.
I didn't know about it, dude. I just heard
Well,
it.
they're not allowed to really be anywhere on the internet. So do you know Nick Fuentes?
Yeah.
That's his people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so a groiper. Go ahead.
A
explain
groiper. Okay, so
groiper.
there's Nick Fuentes, who is the most banned person on the planet. I'd
Is he
say
on YouTube though, ain't he?
only if somebody else posts his stuff.
Oh.
But you'll get it. So my theory is only black people can post Nick Fuentes now. Like any conservative mainstream person knows.
He hates everybody unless you're white.
Nick Fuentes is the forbidden name. It's the name you cannot say. People won't even say it on their channel in fear of getting a strike. But I see some black creators posting his content straight up.
I see Nick Fuentes all over the internet.
Yeah, they don't seem to get in trouble for it. I mean, they're kind of allowed to do whatever.
Is he
I
on
mean,
Rumble?
So Nick Fuentes has like his own website. He's kind of doing like Gavin McGinnis did with Compound Censored. I forget exactly what it's called. Dude, Nick Fuentes can't get Uber. He can't fly on an airplane. He can't do banking.
Somebody just went to his house and tried to kill him.
Somebody
recently.
goes to his house and try to kill him all the time. I mean, it's happened more than once. But there was a serious one where the guy got himself killed.
Yeah. The guy died.
Yeah, dude. A guy went to his house with a gun.
Yeah. Who shot him though?
The police.
Oh.
You know what? Allegedly on that one, I don't know all the story perfectly, but I'm pretty sure that's how it went. I know also a girl went
Footage where
there
he showed up at the door
and he maced a
mask
girl,
on.
right, with like a helmet on and shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy got killed by the cops.
Did he make up the term groiper?
So Nick Fuentes, his followers, they call themselves groipers.
Why? What's where'd
It's
they get
based
that?
on Pepe the Frog.
Oh my God,
You know the
really?
Pepe the Frog thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's their thing now. He became their symbol. That's a whole other story too. But yes, the groipers, they identify themselves kind of with the Pepe the Frog thing, and they've termed themselves the groipers. So that's and the reason why you're hearing groipers right now is because they were trying to say Charlie Kirk's assassin was a groiper.
Yeah.
But he's not, and he's not a conservative or a Trump supporter. And
No,
and we
that
won't get
was
into
the
that
whole
right
stupid theory that the guy didn't like Charlie Kirk because he wasn't conservative
enough. Yes, because what happened was Nick Fuentes
They're so dumb.
was once calling out Charlie Kirk for not being so hard on certain points, and he sent some of his groiper followers to a Charlie Kirk event to question Charlie, to battle in the realm of ideas. Okay, and now they're trying to make it seem like he sent one of his groipers to go kill Charlie.
So what do groipers believe or whatever?
They believe that Nick Fuentes is the coolest guy alive, right? Like he's the best.
But what do they want? They want to live in a society that's just white people.
Well,
He hates Jews. He
I
hates
don't
the
want to
black
speak
people.
for them, but that's what people say. I don't think Nick hates anybody. I don't really know. I don't watch him that often.
Yeah.
But I think he does like white people more than anyone else.
Yeah. Dude, all the clips that I've ever seen him on, like the conservative twins, those guys, They were just showing one of his videos.
Oh, they love him. They had him on their show.
Oh,
the
did?
Hodge twins.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He went on their podcast a couple months ago.
I see Nick Fuentes saying stuff that
That's what I mean. He doesn't
everybody
hate
else
black
is
people.
too afraid to say, but they all feel that way.
There you go.
Like, oh, I agree exactly with that.
Yeah.
But man, I would never say that.
Yeah, remember, Jeff, I'm a Nazi too, and you're a Nazi too, according to these people. So these are the people that put that label on Nick. And
So-
they'll put the same label on you.
Here we are. This is where we are now. Like I just said, there's a lot of things that Nick Fuentes will say that, oh, I agree wholeheartedly. But man, I'm not going to say that, right? This is the world we live in where black
America.
people, they're not hindered by that.
No.
They could say whatever the fuck they want
Yes.
about white people.
Yeah. Even about black people.
Not even worried about it. Just say it.
Right.
You know?
Like the Hodge twins.
Why is our side so afraid of being called racist? I mean, you can call me a racist, I guess. Just a word.
Well, I've often said that. Like, okay, I'm a racist. Now what? Mm-hmm. Now what? What happens now? You know what I mean? Okay, whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm not. But you called me one? Sure. Now what?
Yeah.
Now what happens? You know, like I think people need to get to that point.
You know what
where
I
it's
think,
like, okay,
dude?
I'm a racist. Sure, whatever.
You know
now
what I think? I think everybody's got racist. Everybody's a little racist.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little
Everyone's
racist. Right?
biased against the other, you know? That's human nature.
Yeah.
That's human nature. Humans are tribalistic.
Yeah.
We've always been tribalistic.
Yeah.
That's been since the beginning of time.
I think you're right.
You know, we're doing this experiment called America right now,
Yeah.
where we mix everything, and it's a bunch of different cultures mixed together. But
What happens when a bunch of people come over here from some illegals come over here? They group together and they stick together.
yes,
They
oh,
don't
yeah.
even learn English.
They don't want to.
Yeah.
No, they don't want to associate with us. They want to send all our money
That
back to their
Albrego
country.
Garcia guy, he'd been over here like 15 years. He never learned
Hey,
English.
He's a Maryland dad. Okay,
bullshit.
come on. Yeah, no,
He
this is
still
hard.
hasn't been deported yet?
Gang member,
What the
white
hell's going
beater.
on?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Something's.
I thought he was
still
going to
in the
some
gears.
little African country.
Right, they were gonna send him to like,
You notice how
Uganda or
it
some
just
shit.
drops out of the news and we don't ever wonder about it again?
Yeah, I heard he
whatever
is
happened to
going
that
back to
guy?
El Salvador. That's his homeland, and that's where he needs to go. And I heard he is. But yeah, you're right. I know. And I seen his name in the headlines again. And yeah, he's another Democrat hero.
Yeah.
These are their champions: George Floyd, Abrego Garcia,
Gangbanger,
Kilmar,
MS-13 gang member.
this new guy now with Charlie Kirk.
Do you know why that Albrego Garcia was afraid to go back to El Salvador?
Yeah, because his rival gang would have killed him.
Because he murdered one of their mothers.
Oh, I
You
didn't know
didn't hear that part?
I did not hear that part.
Yeah, he
Wow.
was afraid for his life that they were going to kill him because he killed one of their mother, and that gang was just waiting for him to come back so he could. Yeah, and if he ever because he was in that El Salvador prison,
Right.
and if he would have stayed there, they probably would have got him in there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, he's a gangbanger.
Yeah.
You know, Democrat darling, of course, because it's like that shows you their mind frame too, man. They just gravitate to like evil.
Yeah.
You know, and I do really believe that, man. Like I said, I don't talk in terms as much as Republican, Democrat anymore, but I do believe when you break it down to the simplest forms, you have left brains and right brains go towards the good stuff, and left brains are gravitating to the bad stuff.
Hey,
And
do you think that how the hell did I do that? Remember how I said the whole George Bush term, 8 years, I don't remember any racist shit happening.
No, not at
And then
all.
you go back another.
We united.
Then you had Clinton or whatever. His 8. I don't remember racist stuff dominating. You get Obama in there. He makes everything about race. Race is front and center. It's all we talk about. Everything's racist. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Trump gets in there. They keep going. Blah, he's racist. Blah blah. I don't know. We keep voting Republican. Do you think eventually won't that shit just go away if we keep Democrats out of power?
Well, I do
Do you
think.
think we're ever going to get back to that time where we're not talking about race all the time? Probably not, huh? It's here to stay forever.
You know, I'm not sure because I think a lot of Republicans are actually Democrats, and they just put a little R next to their name.
Yeah.
I think the Republican Party's been heavily infiltrated by the enemy. I think the enemy.
You think they don't vote red?
I think they do everything they can to throw a gear in our wrench in our gears. That's why I think there's
Democrats
still, like
will
you
do
said,
anything to
there's
win, so-
still stuff not being done that you thought was going to get done when we got Trump back in. And it still seems
Democrats
to be,
do anything to win.
That's what I mean. Do you think Mitch McConnell's a Republican?
Yeah.
Lindsey Graham? What if they ever done good for Republicans? I think they're Democrats that put a little R next to their name. They go back to blue something something veteran, and all the Republicans vote for him.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there are
Republicans talk a good game, but they don't ever do anything.
They don't. It's almost like, what good have they done for us?
Democrats talk a good game if you're a Democrat, but Democrats try their hardest to get shit done.
Yeah.
And they arrested Trump 4 times. Beat that, Republicans.
Right.
Oh, how many times have you arrested Biden? None? Oh, I see. I get it now.
It seems to me that there's a uniparty in Washington, D.C., and anytime anyone gets there who actually might help us, they get destroyed or put at a standstill.
Yeah.
They want chaos. They want division. And it's a divide and conquer tactic to keep us all distracted so we're not paying attention to what they're really doing. That's the way I see it. Yeah. I think they like to support chaotic things. So like that's why are they releasing criminals? If you ever wonder why are they releasing criminals, because it causes chaos in our lives, and they want chaos and distraction.
You think but Republicans aren't on board with that shit? Who's on board with letting out criminals? That's a Republican.
Maybe they're not on board with it, but what are they doing to stop it?
Yeah, why can't they stop it?
Exactly.
Trump's the president. Why can't he say, this is my executive order?
We control everything right now.
Trump was for that prison reform shit. Now it's a big mistake, bro.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
What I mean?
That's true.
Look, and conservatives always bring up, look at Trump, when they're appealing to black people. He did the prison reform. That was the dumbest thing ever, dude. I like the Joe Biden crime bill myself.
Right? Yeah.
Bring that back.
Yeah, isn't that ironic?
Yeah, bring that back. Right. And I mean, we need to go overboard to the point where we're locking up people and we're going, I don't know, maybe that's too long.
Yeah, right.
Maybe we're keeping them in there too long.
We got to stop being on defense. We've been on defense constantly. Oh, it's not all of them. Oh, I'm not racist. Oh, it's
that black guy
that killed that girl.
That black guy that killed that poor girl. He had 14 felonies, arrested 14 times.
Right.
It should never even get to 14. If you got to 5,
right,
you should be gone for good.
And there's people celebrating this guy and laughing about it, and the media ignored it for about a week.
Someone tried raising money for him and was raising money on GoFundMe.
The media didn't report on it for about a week. Yeah. And then when they finally did, I think it was Axios.
When the footage came out,
they go, MAGA is using this story to fuel hatred. That's the headline they got out of that. And then you see the TikToks, just like with Charlie Kirk's assassin. They're laughing about it, joking about it.
Yeah.
I mean, these people are sick in the head.
Well,
it's time to stop.
The media is broken here. They are. The media is in business
for sure
to trick our asses.
Oh yeah.
To hide shit. I mean,
it's total propaganda.
I don't know, man. If they wanted to piss us off, they'd tell us the truth. You know what I mean? And we'd watch more.
Right.
If they told us the truth.
That's why
all they do is lie to us, dude. And
it always brings me back to my theory that I know you don't agree with, but I think there's a group of people that are actually controlling everything. It doesn't matter what these people in Washington, D.C., if they're a D or an R.
Why would a media network want to be left?
I think they want to sow division and chaos.
But why are they all left? I mean,
because left is
Fox
chaos.
News, you can't call them left, but it's almost like 3% of all media is conservative or right-leaning or whatever.
Yeah.
And 97% of it's left-wing.
Because the people in control are evil. And all the leftist ideas lead to chaos and division and evil, bad shit. Huh. And so they support it all. Because these people are evil. Yeah. That's my opinion. In my opinion. Dude. This is a battle of good and evil. It's a spiritual war we're in right now.
Are you on X at all? I forgot to ask you this.
No. No, I do have an X account, but I got banned when Elon took over.
the same way, though. When you watch a video of a black guy resisting arrest and getting arrested on these cop cam video channels, read the comments, dude.
Oh, I know. It's crazy, right? Yeah. More people agree with you than you think.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't have to be so scared.
No. I'm saying everybody. everybody's on the same page on this
Right,
side, but we're
right.
just super nice and we don't say anything.
We are.
But
We're the
when
nice
we're on
ones.
social media, we don't care.
It's so funny that they seem to trick everyone into thinking they're the nice, tolerant people. They aren't.
Yeah.
And like I said, I can't say it enough, man. Their ideas sound nicer than ours. I get that.
Yeah.
But the results
But they
are
don't work.
horrific.
It doesn't work, and then suffering
Our stuff is
comes
called
in.
tough love.
Yeah.
It sounds harsh, but it's out
Personal
of
responsibility.
love. Yes.
Work harder. Try harder.
Right.
Yeah. Don't be lazy.
Yeah. And be accountable when you make a mistake.
Yeah.
You know, be responsible for what you cause in the world. You know, they
Yeah,
don't
we would be a
adhere
lot
to
better
any of
off if
that.
everybody kind of held those same values. So many people are like, I deserve food stamps.
You know where I found those values, Jeff? In the Bible.
Mm.
That's where you find those values.
I'm not religious, and I have all those values.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
You should be.
I know,
Not
but I'm saying-
religious. Not religious. You should be Christian.
I can't, dude.
Jesus
because
loves
I can't. I'm a facts based. I got to see it with my own eyes, kind of thing.
We won't get into it, but all the evidence points to it being true.
It doesn't though.
You need more faith to not
It's
believe
called
it.
faith. That means believe without.
You need more
proof.
faith to believe that it's not true.
Yeah, it's like.
But we won't go down that road right now.
It's that Indiana Jones clip where he had to step off the cliff and just have faith, and when he did, there was something there, but it was invisible.
But you have to have faith to believe all the theories.
Yeah.
Evolution, where's the proof of that? Big
Bones,
Bang?
fossils.
There's no fossil record of
There's
evolution.
fossils, dude. You never seen dinosaurs?
Where's the fossil of me as a monkey?
They're out there.
They aren't.
Yeah.
They aren't.
I mean,
We need to get you more informed on that kind of stuff.
There's apes. There's half man, half ape fossils, bones and shit. Yeah. Lucy.
There's no fossil record of evolution. Micro.
What about
not
Neanderthals? There's Neanderthals, bones, cave paintings and shit from 40,000 years ago.
macro. Oh yeah.
Those weren't humans like us. They're the human of the human species, but
Yeah, but the Bible doesn't say that.
they were shorter.
The Bible doesn't try to
They were-
argue any of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Neanderthals.
Yeah, no, the Bible.
So when you
doesn't-
die, are there gonna be Neanderthals in heaven with you?
there's going to be God's people in heaven.
Neanderthals.
If they were, then sure. But I mean, yeah. I mean,
But Neanderthals go back way before Jesus was born.
yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole Old Testament is before Jesus
So
was born.
because of that, they can't go to heaven because they didn't even know about Jesus.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You got
It's
to
not
read
my
your Bible.
fault. I didn't even know there was a Jesus.
You got to read your Bible, Jeff. That's not how it works.
I know.
That's not how it works. But
I am one of those people that I don't believe, but I hope it's true. I do that, you know.
it is true.
But I generally don't like to argue with people about it because I don't want to make fun of your religion and
Oh, no.
all that stuff. And I think it's good that you have it and it makes you feel a certain way. And I don't want to take that away from you. My wife is really, really religious, or however you want to say it.
Yeah.
I'm
Spiritual.
not. She goes to church every Sunday. She always, every time tries to
Good
get
for
me to
her.
go, even though she knows I'm going to say no. But I don't. And then every once in a while, she'll bring up some stuff, and then I have to remind her that I think she's being silly.
Does she say she's
And
Christian?
But we don't argue about it too much. I don't want to take it away from her. My daughter, she's the same as my wife.
Good.
I don't want to put that seed in her mind that it's not true. I
Jeff-
really don't want to because I think it's good for her.
You know who hates
It's
the
made her a
Bible?
good person.
You know who hates the Bible and who hates Jesus? The left. You sound a lot like the left right
I don't
now.
know, but there's
You know who pushes all
I'm
that-
Nothing like the left.
You
Just
know who
because
pushes
just
all that
because I'm
bunk
not-
science?
Dude,
The
do you have
left.
any? I wonder how
Those
many,
are the left's
how many
ideas.
how many conservatives out there, Trump supporters, aren't religious at all?
I know that.
And probably and how many of them are
That's definitely true.
agnostic or whatever?
That's definitely true. And there's Christians who are Democrats. That's definitely true. But the Bible.
I don't know how a Christian could be a Democrat.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
Probably not a real
The whole abortion thing should make you.
that's what I mean. You know, Christian
There
ideals
could be nothing
are,
more
are
evil
right
than eliminating
ideas.
a baby before it's even born.
Right.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
And they'll do it. They talk
child
about
of God.
They talk about let the baby be born, and then we'll talk about if you want to.
Yeah, these people are sick.
Yeah, it's not unbelievable.
I mean, they're sick. So I know we did a lot of weaving here, but yeah, the gist of it is
Yeah, we weird all over the place.
the left is sick. All their ideas are bad. I think it's good that most people are starting to see it now and wake up to it. And yeah, I would just recommend that everybody start rethinking things, reprioritize, find like-minded people in your neighborhood, make friends with them, because we need to have our own community. The left has all these communities, right? Where's our community? We need to start making our community with each other, because we may need each other sooner than we think.
Don't you think it would be a good idea to split the country in half and let Democrats have one side and us have the other side?
Give them California, I say. They
already
can have the
California.
nicest. They can have the nicest state in the country.
I don't know. I think 40% of Californians are Republicans,
That is true.
but they have almost no say in
Right.
anything. That's how crooked it is there.
But to your question, yes, that would be great to like just let them have their space and us have our space, and they can do all their ideas over there, and we can do all our ideas over here, and we'll see who's prosperous in the end.
Yeah. So I don't. We talked about this earlier about how much hate do you have to want to pull the trigger on somebody like Charlie Kirk.
Oh, jeez.
You have to have just completely
It's
filled
evil.
with hate. Let me
That's
tell you
evil.
something, dude. I mean, it must not be hate, but when I think of Joe Biden, like if I hated anybody, I hate that guy. I hate Obama. I could never pull the trigger on him.
Yeah.
So I must not. If it's pure hate, wouldn't you be able to? Like the guy on that subway, that dude that knifed that poor Ukrainian girl,
Yeah.
I could pull the trigger on him. I would, dude.
Right.
If I had permission and I wasn't going to go to prison
After
for
the
it.
fact. Okay.
Right now, if they said,
I mean,
listen,
in the moment, I would.
We're putting him in the firing squad, and we saw on social media that you said you'd pull the trigger. Come over here to North Carolina. We need somebody to shoot him.
Right.
I would do it.
Yeah.
I would have no problem. But I couldn't do it to Biden, and I couldn't do it to Obama, and I hate them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
what is that?
That's
There's people that are watching this
I know
video.
I keep going back to
There
it.
are people
but
watching this video
it's
that goes,
Satan.
I could do it. I know there are.
I know.
But could you really?
Right.
Could you?
It's a big difference to actually do that to somebody. And if you're any bit of a decent human, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. And so you're a decent person. That's why you wouldn't do it.
I don't know.
These people's brains have been rotted into, it's just like we were saying about the algorithm. It just feeds it to you over and over. They get fed this propaganda over and over and over again. They're overcome with the woke mind virus, and it kind of just takes over to where now they're operating in a way maybe no one would have ever thought they would.
I don't think the left will ever reel themselves in. I think they will just keep getting worse and worse and worse. I think they're just going to keep indoctrinating more and more.
So-
if anything, they're going to find easier and more efficient ways to weaponize these crazy people into
So
getting
what
more
do
and
you
more
think
violent.
the solution is? Like, because do you ever worry about police state stuff? Like giving the government too much power? Because they never relinquish any bit of power they get.
I don't know, man. I mean,
I don't know either, because I go, you know what?
we
Doesn't
can't go
even
on
matter.
living this way and it getting worse
right.
and worse.
And
And worse.
if the Democrats get back in power, they're gonna use the government against us
You know
anyway.
something? You just said something that kind of makes sense to me now. Why are
Jesus
the
loves you.
Democrats letting these people out of prison early? Why are they letting these violent people run around and kill everybody? Because at a certain point, we're all going to go, we need this police state. Please help us.
That's what they want.
They will come in. They will sweep it all up.
We beg for it.
But it'll be run by the lefties.
They just pull a bait and
That's
switch.
why they're doing it.
Probably.
They don't want it to be run by the conservatives.
Right.
Which no police state would be good.
Right.
But the lefties, that's what their ultimate goal is, to have their own little police state. And if they any opposition, that's socialism, dude.
Right.
You step out of line and you say something like, if you're in China, dude, and you say something bad about Xi Jinping, you're gone.
Oh yeah.
That's what they want here.
They want it here.
So
Social credit score.
when you say a police state, you really mean communism.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Communism.
Authoritarianism.
Yeah.
Totalitarianism.
Go over to Russia and burn a Russian flag.
Oh, good luck.
You're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not even going to prison.
They
I
don't
bet you
tolerate that.
you're just gone. They just dust your ass. They
Yeah,
throw you in a
probably.
furnace.
Yeah. They don't play that shit.
And they don't have crime over there, though, do they? But they
Tucker went over there and said it was amazing.
Who did?
Tucker Carlson.
Oh.
He loved it over
I
there.
treated them like gold over there.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But I mean, he was saying as
There's
a
no crime.
observer.
You get on a subway over in Russia and you're not going to get knifed.
Did you see the subway over
But
there?
there's no black people over there either.
Did you see the video, Tucker? That is true. It's like homogeneously white, which is, that's a good point because
There's no black people in China either.
all these liberals, when they point to these other countries about, oh, we should be doing free healthcare because the Nordic states have it, they point to all these countries that are totally white.
Yeah,
They're
but
homogeneously white.
They don't
Those
spend
are-
any money on their military either. They get to
That
dump
too.
all of
We
that.
pay for all their military.
Yeah, we pay for everything.
But I just think it's ironic that they always point to these places and it's like, that's all white people there.
yeah.
Have you ever thought of that? You know what I mean? They don't.
Canada used to be that way, and it's gone to hell.
Canada's done. France
not
is done.
done.
France is done.
Gone.
Ireland.
Yeah.
The UK.
I just want to say one thing, right? Because we're pushing an hour on this one already too. So think of all of the most dangerous cities. Like think of 3 or 4 of the
Chicago, Detroit.
most dangerous
LA.
cities in the country. Okay. You can call this racist if you want, but let's
I know
just
where you're
say
going with this.
let's just say this is a fantasy thing, right? Let's just say you find a bottle and you rubbed it and a genie came out.
Right.
You have 3 wishes. And your first wish was
More wishes, of course.
your
It's
first.
always got to be your
yeah,
first wish.
Your first wish was, I want all the black people gone. Are those? If that happened, how dangerous are all those cities now?
One may say the danger
You know what I'm
evaporates.
saying? I'm really bad at explaining it to you. And
No, I know
I may
exactly
sound
what you mean.
racist, but this is a fantasy thing.
I know exactly what you mean.
Okay.
It
So,
correlates.
Is
for
it
sure.
it's the black people that make the cities dangerous?
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I don't want to live next to black people. Like, and I'm talking about black people that say that. The Hodge twins have said that many times. I think Stephen A. Smith has even said that. They don't want, and look at
Rich-
any of them that make money.
Yeah,
they move
rich
out of the black
people
community.
live in the white
They
neighborhoods
live where all the white people are
because they're safe.
because they know it's safer there. Yeah. Now they may call you racist for pointing that out, but don't ever feel bad for noticing reality. That's what I say. My channels, Nature's Reality 360, America's Reality 360.
Yes.
Okay.
Follow those channels now. damn
Thank
it.
you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's all about reality. And I would always say Nature's Reality 360, bringing you the reality of nature. America's Reality 360, bringing you the reality of America. It's about reality. These people want to distort reality with mass amounts of propaganda, and don't fall for it. Believe your own eyes. There's enough videos going around now where you can see it. We've all seen it. We know which group of people are doing these heinous acts, stealing, mobs. Have you ever seen a group of other people run in a store 30 deep and just start smashing everything and
Run
taking
into
stuff?
a 7-Eleven and just steal everything.
What about the women that just like destroy these like McDonald's and little convenience stores and they just
or
get
the
mad?
shoplifting videos you see?
Yeah, I mean, it's bad. They're like shopping now. They're not even scared, right? They're in there like picking through what they want to steal. Do you get an occasional drugged up white guy that says, maybe I'll try it this time? Maybe you might see one of those every week or something.
It's like you can't shame them into behaving,
Yeah,
but you can arrest them into behaving.
There's sayings going around: entitled to everything, ashamed of nothing. Right?
I think we need to get harsher on criminals and
Offended by everything, ashamed by nothing.
Yeah.
That's what
if
it
you
is.
steal something, you should go to jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
If you steal a car or carjack somebody, you should
Thou
go to
shalt
jail
not
for
steal.
20 years.
Yeah.
Dude, 20 years. If you rob a bank, it's like 20, 30 years if you have a gun. Well, if you rob and steal someone's car and you have a gun, it should be the same damn thing.
Right. I
We should
agree.
Stop taking it easy on these criminals. Let's do what's best for the general public.
You know what
Let's
I always
lock
say?
these fuckers up. I don't care how much it costs. Let's just do it.
Right.
Build more prisons. Right?
I always said we need less laws, stricter punishment.
Yeah.
We don't need a million laws that the police who are in charge of enforcing the law can't even understand it. That you need to pay a lawyer $10,000 just because you can't even get through the law books. We should have
Just think,
minimal laws.
We have politicians that
extreme
make new laws, like
consequences.
hundreds of new laws every year. Probably thousands.
That's what I mean. Right?
Every year. We need thousands more new laws.
You go to some of these other countries, they'll cut your hand off for
Yeah.
stealing, and guess what? Barely anyone ever steals anything.
Yeah. You go to Saudi Arabia, there's no stealing.
Right.
Right?
The streets of Dubai.
Yeah, they don't have
women walk
criminals in
around there
prisons.
at
They're all
3 in the
gone.
morning.
they
Right.
incinerated them,
Yeah.
probably.
And that's
The
what you need.
Taliban. You don't. Over there in Afghanistan and shit, you don't steal over there.
Yeah, no way.
You're gone, bro.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah. That's how you stop crime.
Did
you
know
have
the Taliban over
penalties.
there, where they make heroin or whatever?
Oh, right.
A lot of those, when we were over there for that long a time,
yeah,
we protected them from the Taliban, and a lot of those Afghans got hooked on heroin.
Yeah.
So when we finally left, they had their hands full with all of these drug addicts,
right?
And they did take care of them. They forced them into these rehabs, and got them off the drugs.
Oh wow!
And forced the religion onto them and all that shit. Yeah, they really. Yeah. Huh. Should look into that. Look for some videos on that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I know.
I hate to say it, but it makes you
fields.
think, God damn, these Taliban guys ain't so bad.
Well, but look, it's propaganda has turned us against, like, maybe even some would say the Russian people aren't so bad. You know, I hear a lot of people saying
they probably hate us over there.
I'm sure.
They probably have more reason to hate us than we have to hate
But some
them.
people think maybe they want us to hate Russia because it's all white people and Christians.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they want you to hate that place.
I always wondered, I kept saying to myself sometimes, I'm like, what if Russia's the good guys and we're the bad guys? Could be, dude.
Dude, that's the 1984
And the media
book.
is here to make sure we think we're the good guys.
That's George Orwell's 1984. They had mixed up everybody's mind so much with propaganda that they had them going to war with each other when they weren't even really mad at each other.
Yeah.
But they just did it. The ruling class doesn't want you paying attention to what they're doing. So the way they do that is they divide you up into these little groups and they get you all to hate each other. And then you're just constantly at each other's
And it's
throats.
easy to do because we're humans.
Yeah, and especially with social media now. Like you said, you're seeing things that you don't really see in your life. My mom gets on me like that with that all the time. She goes, I don't see any of this stuff.
I don't.
Stop
dude.
watching it.
Yeah.
You know? But I always tell her, you're a girl. We don't really need you to even pay attention to this, so you're fine. But I'm a man. I need to know what's going on.
Dude, I'm
around me.
serious. I spent a lot of time on social media, way more than I should. And I know it's not good for me. And I do get into... I'll catch a certain string of videos where I'm like, these fucking black people. And then...
Me too.
Dude, and then I could be like that all day. And because you watch the video, it feeds you more of it. And you're like, God damn it. You know, and then you share it because you're mad.
Right.
And then, but like the next day you think, you're out and about and you're like, I don't see any black people acting that way.
Right. Yeah,
like,
you're 100% right.
Dude,
And I know it's not all of them.
I don't see it, dude.
Like, there's black people that I love. You know, it's like, I know it's not all of them.
Yeah.
But we also know.
But social media enhances it and throws it in your face, packages it up, throws it in your face, and it works like a charm.
But I've seen enough now to where I'll just reiterate it that I don't really want to have to parse through who's going to kill me or not on my daily walk outside.
Yeah.
You know, so I go, yeah, sure, I haven't seen it yet, but I bet the Ukrainian girl, she probably never saw it before either.
Yeah.
Until she did.
Well, I would have sat on the bus the same way. Because I never had any horrible interactions
And that's
with
what I
black
mean.
people.
You go, oh, well, you know, he's probably not one of the bad ones. I've never seen it in my area. I could sit there. And then she gets that.
But did he give off any vibes that he was crazy?
He was sitting there like this, dude, like nothing, totally unprovoked.
If anybody's crazy, even if they're white, I got one eye on you.
Yeah.
I don't trust.
I'm very aware of my surroundings wherever I go. I
mean,
would say people need more situational awareness. We don't live in a high trust society anymore.
Yeah. Well,
you really got to pay attention.
It's funny when you showed up. You said, "Is it okay? I got a pocket knife on me." I'm not, almost like if you see this knife on me, it's not because I'm gonna kill you. I just
Right.
have it.
That is why I told
And then I
you.
was like, "Look, I got one too."
Yeah.
But dude, I don't go anywhere without my gun.
Without something. Right.
I don't do it.
There
dude.
you go. Yep.
If you see me at the grocery store up there getting some bananas or whatever and a gallon of milk, I got it on me.
I don't blame you.
Because, dude, some of these mass shooters, like in Buffalo, he just went to the grocery store.
Right.
Did you see that video where he was running around just? Oh, it's horrible, bro.
In Buffalo recently?
I don't know if you could even get it. I don't know if you could. When it first happened, I saw the video. It was on social media. It was horrible.
I didn't see that. No.
The very first, they said, because he shot a bunch of black people, they said he was racist or whatever. But the very first person he plunked was one lady that was working at the store, bringing groceries to this lady's trunk. Douche. She was dead before she hit the ground, dude. Some poor lady.
Will you see
She
that
was
on
white.
X?
Huh?
You see that on X?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, X, man. X is bad, dude. There's a
they
lot
show
of.
you
That's what I mean.
I've
See,
seen the worst stuff on X, dude.
Yeah,
but-
see, I don't really
he
go
says
on
he's
there
for
because
free
of that.
speech and free everything. Dude, I can tell you some horror stories.
It's like
just
snuff
with video.
films
It's
all day
horrible.
long.
Yeah,
on there.
it kind of is.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with it. You don't want to see it. You got to be able to be quick.
Right.
Know what's coming and
Yeah.
get out of there.
I know they're showing like the Gaza, the worst and worst
Yeah,
of the Gaza
it's bad,
stuff.
dude. I've seen so many murders and stuff, and all on
So I try not to watch as much of that as I can. You know, I try to just shield my like the Charlie thing.
I'm
Dude. I can't get that out of
desensitized
my
to it.
head, man. I just keep seeing what happened to Charlie. You know, it's like you can't get it out of your head. So I try not to watch it, you know, as much as I can because why expose your brain to that stuff? You know, if you don't have to. Some stuff, yeah, and of course, I'm glad I did see what happened because I think you should see in that particular instance. You should. You should
because
see what
just
they
hearing
did to
that
him.
he was assassinated doesn't do it. Doesn't
Yeah.
really bring it
That's
home.
what I mean.
Until you see, you know,
It was such an egregious
look
act.
what this person did.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And
that
look what
one,
he's
yes.
capable of. And again,
That one, yes. The
it's
Ukrainian
trans
girl, I
people.
could just hear about it. I don't need to see that one.
Now it's
That's
turned
what I-
into
that's the
it
difference.
ain't just the trans people doing it because he wasn't trans. He was just kind of gay.
He's gay.
So now it's
he
like
was with a
now gay
transvestite.
people. Now the gay people are going crazy.
I hope not. You know, because I've been saying recently they're the least of the worries at this point. Like, look how things have shifted. You know.
Well, a man that
jeez.
thinks he's a woman goes and kills somebody, and you're surprised.
Right. I mean,
He's obviously
why isn't it
mentally
called a
ill.
mental illness
so it's
anymore?
basically, are you
Right.
surprised that a mentally ill person shot somebody?
I'm not. I have common sense. So, no, I'm not at all. You know, I think we're lacking a lot of that in America, common sense. You know, we went through a generation of, this is how I'll say it. I know you want to wrap soon.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour and 6 minutes now.
All right, I'll just say this. You know, we're very fortunate to live in this time in human history that no other human has ever experienced, where we're able to check out from reality. We can just be distracted, do what makes us feel good all day. You know, no human has ever been able to live like that. You had to pay attention to what was going on around you. You had to be involved in what was happening. Now we just go, oh, it's in someone else's hands, and I trust that they have my best interest at heart. Well, I'm here to tell you they don't have your best interest at heart. They don't. So you really better start paying attention to what's going on around you. Really make sure you know what your kids are hearing and what they're watching. And I'll just say it one last time. Start rethinking things. Start reprioritizing and start finding out who is like-minded in your orbit and make friends with them. That's what I would say for now.
Or move out to Alaska and
Or just go off grid,
live off grid.
right?
Yeah,
Just get away from
stay
all
away
of
from
it.
people.
Yeah, you could try. They'll eventually find you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be good at that. All right, man. Quick shout out your channels again.
One last time, that's Nature's Reality 360. No spaces, one word, Nature's Reality 360. And the other channel is America's Reality 360. No spaces, one word, America's Reality 360. Please like, share, and subscribe to both. I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for having me, Jeff.
Yeah, man. Thanks for driving.
It
all
was
the
a
way out
blast, man.
here. Yeah, we'll do it again sometime.
I will
Whenever you
definitely
want,
come
man.
back. It would be my pleasure.
I got this studio just sitting here. I can do a podcast anytime I want. So
Cool, man.
if you get bored or something happens and you want to chat,
Yeah, for
you want
sure.
to drive all the way over here and
Yeah.
we're
wasn't
just
bad,
sitting
man.
here. We'll do it, man. All right.
Well worth it. This is a good guy. Make sure you're liking his videos too.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
All right, man. We're out
Awesome,
of here.
man.